Alrighty, I'm going to be attempting to pick this Lockwood 234 M45. This lock is very similar to the 234 S45 that was featured in my other video. This particular lock is a security rating 6 on the Australian scale. The S45 was a security rating of 8. The only difference between these two locks is the S45 contains anti-drill pins in the plug, whereas the M45 does not have any anti-drill pins in the plug. These type of locks are very hard to single pin pick due to two features that are built in on these locks. One of the features is a very restricted keyway. They also contain polished pins and a chrome plated plug, and very strong springs on the key pins. This particular lock has some pretty crazy bitting. I don't know if you can see that. There's like a number 1 cut followed by a 0 cut, and then the deepest cut right after that, which makes it really hard to get in here and set these back pins right here without touching that pin. No security pins in this lock, just really smooth pins and really strong springs. Make them pretty hard to pick. I'm going to go ahead and get to this and see if I can't pick this thing open for you guys. I'm going to use a very rigid tension wrench made out of a transmission dipstick. Grab that keyway at the bottom bitting portion of the keyway. There we go. Right there. That's the Lockwood 234 M45. I'm going to go ahead and gut this thing for you guys. You can see what I was up against. There's the plug and the holder. Get the striver off of the back. It was actually a pretty good time on that lock. Usually these things take a bit more time than that. And pull that plug out. Okay. bottom pins. You can see they're pretty shiny, polished. And there's all the top pins, all 5 top pins. Pretty crazy bitting on that key there. Like I said, you gotta. This lock likes to set in order, meaning these pins have to be set first, and it's pretty difficult because of how restrictive that particular keyway is to get in there and actually set those 2 last pins without catching that really low cut. Actually, that was the key to the other lock. This is the key to this lock. And you got to get in there and set those 2 last pins without touching that particular pin. Believe it or not, the security rating 6 lock right here is actually a little more difficult to pick than the security rating 8 because of the bitting. And the difference between the two is the security rating 8 has anti-drill pins in these holes right here, and in the plug holder it actually has an anti-drill pin in there, so that it makes it more difficult to drill out. So those are the differences between the security rating 6 and 8 locks, is the anti-drill pins. These locks are very, very, very difficult to SPP, and unfortunately, due to the wild bitting on my 2 locks with these really low back pins, anything like a Batoga pick or anything like that are very ineffective on these particular bittings. I would have loved to have been able to go in there with a Batoga or a city rake or something and just rake the hell out of this lock and just get it to open up that way, but it's just not going to happen with this type of bitting here. So SPP is really the only option, and it's just the hard way of doing it. So there you have it. That's the Lockwood 234 M45. This is definitely an advanced lock, definitely a hard one to pick. Not something that you want to start off with if you're new to lock picking. And a very, very well-made lock. I definitely have to give the Australians props on that. They make one hell of a lock. And the Lockwood is a very, very good, very secure lock. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and rate it and let me know what you think.